Hey, what's up? What's going on? Welcome to the channel, Mando Trucker. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This video right here is to help you better understand the new DMV commercial inspection checklist. Now, I know there's plenty of videos out there and different ways that you guys are probably being taught. This is what helped me out. I found this a lot more easier. I hope it helps you out, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you. So in this video, we'll be only doing the exterior inspection part of this checklist. At the end of the day, like I said, the examiner at the DMV, he just wants to know that you know what parts you're inspecting and how to inspect them. There's plenty of different ways, like I've mentioned. But in this video, I will just be showing you a better view of the parts that you have to inspect. The keys to pass is to locate, identify, and inspect. If it's metal, mention it's not cracked, it's not broken or welded. It's secured with its proper set of nuts and bolts. Plastics are not cracked, not broken, or leaking. Air lines and hoses, just make sure they're free of cuts, cracks, bulges, and they are not leaking. Cable wires, there are no bare wires to prevent a short. Caps are not cracked, not broken, or missing. Here we have the lights operations, which is the marker lights located on the corners of the cab. ID lights, the three lights located at the center of the cab and the trailer. The directional signals, headlights, and fog lights. Inspect each one by one and mention their operations. Okay, now in this section under this new checkbox, basically you just have to inspect the lights that you just mentioned previously, just their overall condition. Don't forget amber in the front, red in the rear. Amber is a color of caution. Now in this section, this checkbox is fluid levels. You just have to name the coolant reservoir, its components, engine oil reservoir, its components, how to check it, the power steering reservoir and its components, and what's it mounted to. And this new checkbox is fluid and air leaks. Right here, all you have to mention is the types of hoses and fluids that the truck has, which is water, oil, fuel, and air. Locate and identify each one and inspect it. Under this new checkbox is the steering systems, which is the steering rod, the U-joints, and the steering box. Inspect each part by part. Make sure it's not cracked, it's not broken or legally welded, and its components. Under this checkbox, steering systems, point out, locate, and identify the pitman arm, the drag link, the swing arm, the tie rod end, and each one of their components, which is the castle nuts, the cotter pins, and the joints. Joints, remember, are always maintained lubricated. Under this section, the steering axle, we have the tires checkbox, the rims checkbox, the lug nuts checkbox. Just inspect the tires, which we have the steers with no less than 4/32 of an inch of thread, 85 to 100 psi was recommended by the manufacturer. The rims and the lug nuts. Here we have the spring mounts and airbags and shocks, which is the spring mount, the leaf springs, it's a full set, the mounting pads, the U-bolts, the shock absorber, and the airbag in the rear. Make sure you mention that it's fully inflated. Under this checkbox, it's only the brake line. You don't have to mention the chamber, the push rod, the slack adjuster. The examiner had told me just to do only the brake line, so I recommend the same. Just inspect the brake airline. It's make sure you say you're listening for air leaks, and it's free of any cuts, cracks, and bulges, and also the contaminants. Here we have the lenses and reflectors. It's just a sight marker, which is it's a directional light, and the beginning of the trailer, which you have your reflector tape. It's not it's not torn. It's clean and visible at all times. Next, we have the traffic monitoring device, which is just the driver's side mirror. That's all you have to inspect. Say that it's free of any scratches or illegal stickers, and it's mounted on right to the door. Next, we have our battery and fuel tanks. The battery, just inspect the battery box, the fuel tank, the cap, the crossover fuel line, the fuel tank straps. The battery box has no less than 3 batteries. The fuel tank cap has the rubber gasket and its proper T-chain, and the rubber between the fuel strap. Here we have the truck frame. Just inspect the truck chassis, the cross beams, and the floor panel. Here we're going to inspect the air and electrical lines and connectors. You have to inspect and mention is the service line, which is blue, the emergency line, which is red, electrical, green, or could be black. Inspect the glad hands and the prongs. Don't forget to mention that there's a gasket in the glad hands. The air lines and electrical lines are not too long or not too short. Right here, we just got to inspect the glad hand holder and the cargo light. Here, we have to inspect our fifth wheel. We inspect the fifth wheel, the platform, the rail, the release arm, the skid plate, the locking jaws, and the pintle hook. Here we inspect the apron, the kingpin. Make sure to mention that there's no gap or space between the apron and the skid plate when connected to the trailer. Here you will be inspecting the landing gear, the braces, the supports, the landing gear leg, the boot, the release arm, and also the directional light, the stop light, ID lights, DOT tape, DOT bar, and don't forget to mention the DOT stands for Department of Transportation. Well, that's pretty much it, you guys. Hope you guys like. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.